Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? How you doing today? Well, baby, if you are Dusty King Darius, Keke Palmer is still making money off your outbursts. But baby, because Keke just released a new podcast early where Darius was talking about basically how he's a low-key hater. Now listen, let me just put this out there for the record. If you don't know, let me catch you up to date on what happened with Miss Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer and her baby's dad were going through a rough patch. They had low-key separated. I repeat, they were going through a rough patch. Keke put on a dress. She went to the Usher show, and she had herself a good old time. Clearly, Keke was announcing to the rest of us that her and Darius were taking a break. Darius tweeted, "But you a mom though, that outfit." So the funny thing is, Darius didn't even have a problem with her slow grinding on Usher because he knew Keke ain't yours anymore. Matter of fact, she never was. She was just letting you shine in her light. But you wanted to complain about the outfit because you couldn't say, as my woman, you can't go out. So you had to get on the outfit. Now, those that knew what was happening. Anybody that's met an insecure, controlling man who is just trying to break, a person actually, who's just trying to break you down, you smelled the signs, right? But apparently there's a lot of people that actually think that young women, especially young black women, can be broken down. And sadly enough, they are part of the community. But you know what? Let's move on. Darius then doubled on and said, is the man of the family. Not the man of the house, but the man of the family. You had a baby with this woman, and you're mad that you thought you were going to do a Wendy Williams, Kevin Hunter, and control her. And Keke let him know, baby, my mom raised me right. So Keke did what every boss does. She has been making money off of this. You want to act up? Well, guess what, baby? Keke's about to link up. She repeats the podcast where Dusty King actually said it out of his mouth. And for all y'all that don't understand, the reason we call him Dusty King Darius is not because he's unemployed, right? He's busy playing Mr. Mom. He is listen, he is a mom to a newborn at home. I know he's stressed. It's not because he is unemployed, because baby, somebody got to watch the baby. We don't need Darius on the movie and Keke on the movie and the nannies watching the babies. That's not why we call him Dusty. We're calling him Dusty because he is insecure, because he is controlling, because he wants a respect that he himself has not shown Keke or given her. Unbeknownst to Keke, when her and Darius first started dating, Dusty King had another woman pregnant. They worked to get pregnant. He then convinced her it wasn't the right time and to give up the baby. And then the next thing she knew, he was busy dating Keke Palmer. This is the Dusty King y'all talking about, somebody that has low character. On top of that, it was brought up that Darius was in people's DMs offering to fly them out, which what I assume is Keke's debit or credit card. On top of that, Keke Palmer has said numerous times on interviews, if you out there cheating, I'm turning a blind eye. I know some of y'all were tone deaf and didn't listen to the rest of the sentence. She didn't say she was turning a blind eye to the cheating. She said she was never going to be the type of person that's arguing on social media, going back and forth. Keke don't like to be embarrassed. She don't like to be humiliated. She said she's not going to do it. She said, whatever I got to say to you, I'll wait till you get home and we can go at it. But you're not going to see me on the internet trading this, trading that. He already knew the type of woman he was dealing with. He already knew what type of boundaries he was crossing. And guess what, y'all? He wanted to cross the boundaries. Y'all arguing and parading for someone that knew what somebody's red line was, and he wanted to cross it because he somehow thought that Keke Palmer, she was coming out with this is her launch, and she got an album coming out. She got this, the internet sweetheart, this and that. He thought, because he couldn't control and he was mad that she left, he thought that he would throw her to the incel wolves on the internet and everybody would just rip her apart. Kind of what happened when that stuff happened with Trey Songz. My, how times have changed. But baby, it's Keke MF and Palmer. And we said, no ma'am, no sir, Dusty, get back. But I just want everybody, that's why we call him Dusty, because Dusty is a mindset. And some of y'all are deep in that. Some of y'all aren't even in the dust. Y'all in the mud. It's just a hopeless case. But to each their own, baby. If you like it, I love it. Go listen. Apparently, there is a sea of Dusties out there. If you're into that and you think you can take that Dusty, wash him off, and make him into a good man, Savannah, might invite you to just go through my comment sections of any of the Keke Palmer videos. There's a million of them. They popping off talking about what a woman would do, this and that. My woman, my woman, my woman. Meanwhile, I know their supervisor at Home Depot is telling them to get back to work because their shift ended 10 minutes ago. No shade to anybody. No disrespect to anybody that works at Home Depot. All disrespect to a Dusty causing havoc on the internet. Again, if you think you can make these Dusties into a man, if you think you can finally pour into this man the love you wish your mom had poured into your dad and then he would have stayed, be my guest. Dusty, if you think being on the internet telling women what they should be doing and what this and what that is going to make the woman you're trying to mentally abuse finally bow down and submit to you, I guess, show them my comment section. You think that's going to make them stay home any longer? It didn't work for Darius, and it didn't work for Darius, and it's not going to work for you. But let's take a look at what Keke Palmer first had to say.
The first thing out of that pre-hook is, I got standards. Like, it's like, you know what? Instead of me fighting the fact that I got standards, let me just say it outright. I got standards. And that's really the problem. That's why I really keep running into issues with what's going on here. Is I got standards, and I won't let them go.
Keke Palmer has standards. And let me tell y'all, for all y'all that want to sit there and shame single moms, let me just say this. There's all these single moms out here. But don't nobody got smoke for the men that's walking away from children. Because let me tell y'all something. A man don't got to be laying in your bed every night to actually be a father. You walk away from the mom, made some excuse about how, no, because her mouth, her this, her that. And then you walk away from the child. And these children grow up really thinking it was the mom's mouth. These are the same Dusties getting humiliated, degraded, talking too crazy at work. But they show up because it's something in for them. But they got a child they make and they don't know what to do. Y'all, I can't, but I will, y'all. Keke said she had standards. For everybody shaming, well, she laid down with them. Okay, this is another generational curse we have to break. Like my dad said, and my mom, a baby ain't never stopped nothing. Now a man, a bad partner, that'll stop you. Y'all, Keke, like so many, saw a glimmer of hope in a Dusty. She did not know he was Dusty. He was wearing long sleeve shirts, socks, long johns. She couldn't see the dust wafting off of him. But he's Dusty, right? And then what happened? What MFing happened? As soon as he revealed himself to be a Dusty King, she was out. Yeah, she laid down with him. Yeah, she got a baby. Y'all better stop this anti-black stuff brainwashing you, baby. A baby's always a blessing. It's a source of new hope, a new child. Your baby that everybody talk trash about might be the next president of the United States. Heck, they might found their own country that rivals the United States. Think it won't happen? Please. Ask Barack Obama what single moms do. Ask half the members of God. Y'all talking about, oh, this and that, blah, 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 single parent households. Let me tell y'all something. Most billionaires and millionaires marry single mothers or divorcees with kids. It's only for the broke people or the people that hearts can't love. Let me tell y'all something. Half the people in Congress, half the people at your work, most of the billionaires and most of the CEOs come from single mothers. You don't believe it? Look it up. Y'all, you know how I know that y'all are fantasizing two-parent households and y'all grew up, but the fact that you're fantasizing two-parent households lets me know y'all grew up in single-family households. Because y'all think just because there's two families, it's going to be like Tom and Jan Brady or whatever their names were. Most of the CEOs, single-parent households, right? Most of presidents, their parents got divorced. Okay, maybe not most, but definitely 35%. Most CEOs, almost every billionaire in this country comes from a broken family. Right? So stop it with, now she laid down with them. And guess what? She got a healthy baby. She still got herself. She still got her career. And she's moving onwards and upwards. Y'all can sit there and try, and I get it. I get the con. You gotta let single moms be like, well, you laid down with them, so you gotta stay in the mud forever. Because, right? If women really realize, no, I don't. Okay, you was a mistake. My baby wasn't. And guess what? I'm moving on to bigger and better things. Then who would the Dusties have? They gotta beat you down to make sure that you're untouchable, that there's something wrong with you in order for their hustle to go. Because only somebody that doesn't love themselves, doesn't believe in themselves, would stay continuously and put up with that type of mess. And listen, like I said before, Keke and Darius might get back together. They do have a child. But baby, when somebody disrespects you so much, you have to let them know you will walk away from them until they atone and tell you something and show you with actions, not words, something that makes sense. If you would let somebody disrespect you that bad and they could come back and be like, baby, I'm sorry, and give you a kiss, you is the biggest idiot, and they will do it again and again and again. But that's the great thing about being a dummy and being a pick-me and being an idiot and even being a dusty. You're only a pick-me as far as your last pick-me comment. There is always time to grow and change and do whatever. I'm telling y'all, that's a beautiful thing. So you know what? I forgive the pygmisha the Bonettas, pygmishas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I forgive the Dusties in my comments. I forgive you for you know not what you say. Let the church say amen. Anyway, right? Keke Palmer basically confirmed everything we know, spoke openly about the strains of their relationship in an interview conducted about before the couple's recent drama, right? He said that he held Keke to a perfect standard after going public with their romance as he joined the actress of the latest. Now listen, anybody will let you know, anytime a man says, I hold you as a perfect standard, it lets you know, I don't care how, first of all, that's a con. Anyone that tells you they hold you to a perfect standard because you're perfect, you need to run. Yes, you want somebody to look at you and respect you. But when people put you on, it's called pedalization. When they put you on a pedestal, they almost look at you as you're not human to them. You're a projection of their own ego, insecurities, wants, needs, and desires. And as soon as you mess up and show yourself to be human, someone that may make a mistake and may disappoint them and may not line up, they will turn on you and you will be the biggest piece of crap ever. Listen, this is human psychology. Don't argue with me about it. This is the way it goes. That's why they say when somebody's obsessed with you, be careful because they don't see you as real. But also it's a con saying, I hold you to a perfect standard. Because it's a way of saying something that is not humanly possible. You will berate me, get angry with me, treat me badly for me doing something that is not humanly possible. She said, right? She said at first he said it definitely was hard because it could be all very overwhelming. It was definitely overwhelming and intense at first. It was, right? This is what he said about dating a star. He's letting his insecurity go. She was like, yeah, it was overwhelming, right? She said, and it's like you almost feel that pressure of needing to be perfect, okay? This is what Darius said. And so it really confused me and infiltrated my mind because not only did I have to hold myself to that perfect standard, yeah, ninja, that means you can't be in people's DMs trying to do whatever, right? He said, I was also holding you to a perfect standard as well. Again, ladies, he said, so any moment, a flaw on my side, on your side, it was World War III because it's like, now the world sees us. This is what Keke said, because now the world sees us. He said exactly. This was Darius saying that he basically felt very insecure at the fact that he was dating Miss Keke MF Palmer. And some of y'all, and the thing is, Darius knows he messed up. And some of y'all Dusties talking about, I don't think Keke gonna be able to level up. The fact that in your mind you see a young, beautiful black woman living in her joy and doing it and not caring what some Dusty says. Someone that is loved across all income, races, social economic standards, and say that you think that Dusty that's humiliating her is the best she can do. I know y'all don't love yourselves. I know y'all don't love yourselves. Anyway, my little tattletales, let me know what you think in the comments Darius, to me, pretty much told themselves. I know some of y'all are still in the dusty trenches. You still got your bonnets of salvation on, staring in your Derek Jenks hell. I know you can't see the red flags, but for the ladies that know the red flags and know how to speak dusty and know how to translate dummy, y'all know. Let the church say amen. Amen. Bye.